everyone! So this week I made, no. I apologize if I look like this. School and stuff. Hey everyone, this weekend I made fudge with my mom. Peruvian fudge to be exact. And it is the most amazing thing I've ever tasted in my whole entire life. And I really hope you guys, at least some of you guys, I know I don't have a lot of subscribers, but some people need to try this because it's just so amazing. And you'll never know. In the video you can see how good it looks. You can make this recipe and put it on either cakes or cupcakes or just eat it like that. I mean, sometimes I know I like to eat it just out of the tub or whatever I put it in. And the recipe that I made is only a small amount if you're gonna end up making a cake. So you need to do 3 times the recipe that I'm gonna say later. I'm gonna put it down in the description box so you guys can follow along. The process takes about like 20 minutes, I wanna say, maybe less, maybe more, depends. But it's pretty easy. You just need to kind of keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn, and you need to watch the consistency as you'll see in the video. So I really urge you guys to try it. Whoever's watching, it's just really good, okay? Okay. You're going to want to have a thick pan to use for this recipe because in a thin pan, the milk and the other ingredients will burn at the bottom. To mix the ingredients in the pan, you're going to need a whisk and a silicone spatula. You'll need 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. I put the flame on my stove to about 3. It might be different on your stove, but you want it at a low medium kind of temperature so it's not too hot. The first ingredient that you're going to add into the pan is the can of evaporated milk. After that, you're going to add the sweetened condensed milk, and you're just going to mix thoroughly until it's mixed together well. When the mixture is a good temperature and it feels a little warm, you can stick your finger in there to make sure. You can start adding the cocoa powder and just add the whole thing in there and then start mixing. To speed up the process of the cocoa mixing into the actual liquids, you'll want to turn up the heat to 5 if it was at 3 previously, or just halfway, whatever your stove says. You'll also notice that after a while mixing, there will be some clumps of cocoa powder left over, and you'll just want to take your silicone spatula at that time and just smash them against the pan wall, and you just want to keep stirring and stirring and making sure that the bottom does not burn, because you will notice that steam is going to come up and a horrible noise is going to come from the pan, and you just don't want that. So just keep stirring and watching it as much as possible. You're going to notice that your fudge is going to start boiling, and that means that it's too hot, so it's time to turn down the temperature down to low, because you're going to start wanting to cool it off and getting ready for the end. When your fudge becomes a much richer consistency and even the color is a little bit darker, you'll want to add the 3 tablespoons of butter right in and just mix that in, also with the vanilla, until everything's melted and it's all smooth. When you're all done mixing everything, you'll get a consistency that looks like this and a color, and you're just gonna wanna put it into a glass container or something that it can cool off in, and don't cover it for an hour. After an hour, you can put a piece of plastic wrap over it and put it in the fridge and just leave it overnight. So this is the fudge after a night in the fridge, and you can see it's just a lot thicker and more dense, but it still tastes amazing. We just made some cupcakes to go along with them, little mini cupcakes. I'll put the recipe that we use below. And you can also put some chocolate hearts or flowers to decorate the cupcakes. If you like that video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. If anyone decides to try it, let me know and let me know how it turns out. If you want to do something nice for someone else and make them cupcakes or a little cake or something, then this recipe would just be perfect for people who do like chocolate and don't like chocolate. I really don't like overpowering chocolate, but this I just cannot get enough of. I ask for it every time on my birthday or whatever holiday we're celebrating, and I just loved it all my life. And thanks to my mom for this recipe. She says that she comes from Peru, so she says that they used to use this recipe all the time. It's just like a known recipe, but she tweaked it a little bit to her own, so kind of like her own recipe, her own Peruvian fudge. I'll see you guys hopefully next week. Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Whoa! Okay, bye.